Hi, ladies. Okay, so we're going to expand a little bit on womanhood and community. All right. I've already did a brief video on it, but okay, we want to talk about all the people and the types of people you need to surround yourself with. Okay. Um, your friends for certain. And these are people you trust because in an emergency, you need someone you can call on. All right. You need that group of friends, that sisterhood. They can be cousins, sisters, sister in law, whoever it is that you need in your circle. All right, that will come in and assist you when necessary. And you are a part of their support team, just like they're a part of yours. All right. So it works both ways. It's mutual. All right. You want to be able to share knowledge with them. All right. And I'll give you an example. I do a lot of canning. I do a lot of bread making. I do all kinds of stuff like that. And one of my friends is like, can you make me a loaf of bread? I'm like, sure. What you want? And she was just having a party and she had told some people about this bread I'd made and I made her some. Same thing. I have a friend who loves my bourbon chicken. She's like, oh, can you? And I'm like, not a problem. I have the recipe. I made her a batch, put it in a container and sent it over to her because that's something that she wanted and I knew how to do for her. All right. If I need to call her for something, I know she will always be available to help me. So it's a shared kind of a thing. Okay. So you're not doing this where you're doing all the giving and they're not giving to you. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a codependent relationship. I'm talking about friends, sisters who are sharing information, who support each other and help each other. Okay, that's really important. Now, another set of friends that you want to add in there are knowledge-based friends, okay? And these are the professionals. Like, I have a great mechanic, all right? Right now, I bought a new car. I won't be using them for a while. But when I'm ready, I got a great mechanic and a great plumber. And if someone asks me, you got a plumber? I got a plumber. I got a mechanic. I have someone that helps me do my yard. And, he does such a great job that when someone asks me, anybody can do, I recommend him. Okay. So I have a list of professionals that also support me. Now, those are businesses. It's a little bit different, but sometimes you need a recommendation. Like at some point, I'm going to need to put a roof on my house. All right. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get on the phone and call my friends. Hey, who did your roof? Who did, and we share that information. And so that is helpful. Child rearing. If you have children and you need advice, you need someone how did you handle croup? How did you handle this? Hey, that's a knowledge base that you get to share. Okay. Now, having a community also makes you kind of bullet resistant because it's a consistent group of friends in your life. So if you're a single woman and maybe you're in a relationship, maybe you're not, this group of friends will carry you through. If you're married, okay, you have your husband and your children, grandchildren or whatever. And so those friends add to that. All right. But as a single woman, I have found them to be invaluable. Okay. And I'm the kind of person, I talk to people all the time and I make friends. Occasionally somebody has to get kicked out the group. And what I will say is through time, sometimes friendships, they have to be discarded. People change sometimes. And people disappear. I've had people who were in my life for 10 years and then all of a sudden they wouldn't call me back. And a great way to test a friendship for me is let them borrow some money. A person who is true to their word, I will always pay you back. Baby, if I have to eat beans for a couple weeks, I'm going to pay you back. Okay, that's how I am. Other folks, oh, they forgot you gave them some money. Or I'm going to get it to you as soon as I can. Bad, fiscal management, that kind of thing. But I have found that if they owe you enough money, they disappear because they don't want to pay you. And they are really kind of weak-minded in that they cannot really explain that I don't know how to manage money and I need this to be a gift and not a loan. And sometimes that's fine. I found out a lot about a person from a $50 loan. Okay. It's a test of sorts, but it teaches me, who this person really is. Now, inside that community, I have a small group of friends who pretty much hold my secrets. Okay. So a small group, 2, 3 at the very most. One of them is my sister. All right. So that's it. Nobody else gets in that group. All right. And we need that sometimes. We need someone who we can talk with intimately, but not necessarily a bigger part of the community. You have to kind of make up your mind what it is that you need. And some people can't keep their mouth closed. Sweet, wonderful, kind people. You can never tell them a secret. You just can't. That does not, they don't know how to keep it. So keep that in mind. Love you, ladies.